morning. It's about 8:30 and we are finally, after we got up at 5, so ready to get underway. And I'm sure that previous shot did not really give you the same feeling for the current conditions that you would get if you were actually here. It's pretty windy out there. It is nice and sunny, and clear, so we appreciate that. But well, we're in for a boisterous day, so we'll see how it goes. It's about 10:30 now, and things have calmed down to the point where I can take a minute to talk to you. So we are currently on the north side of Swans Island. So we went out into Jericho Bay, where conditions were kind of exciting. And we sailed some, not very well. Trying to decide what to do. We did seriously consider going back into Seal Cove and hiding for the day, but well, we eventually decided to keep going. We made our way to York Passage, which is kind of narrow, and I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and I took the sails down and I motored through there, and then made my way up to Casco Passage, where I put out a little bit of sail, and I'm doing between 3.5 and 4 knots. So the plan is to go down the east coast of Swans Island, and which will take us in the direction of Toothaker Bay, and then decide what to do when we get down there. That should put at least some of it downwind and close to downwind, which will be nice. about 1:30 in the afternoon, and we are anchored in Schooner Cove, which is a cove on Harbor Island, which is a small island that's off the southeast shore of Swans Island. Harbor Island, because it kind of helps form the harbor, Burnt Coat Harbor. Anyway, we've been here about an hour. It's very well protected from the northwest winds. There still are some northwest winds. It may have diminished out there. It's always, you get into a harbor and things seem more calm, which they should, but you don't know to what extent, things have changed out in the open ocean. But it was lively enough out there for me, that was for sure. So we'll look at the chart, of course, but we basically, after getting up to Casco Passage, came down the east side of Swans Island, where we were going mostly downwind, so that was all well managed. We only put out a little sail, so no chance of getting overpowered or anything. And I was debating going further to another anchorage whose name escapes me. But I discovered that my roller reefer is not working right. So I can't roll up the jib by pulling on the reefing line. I had to crawl up on the bow and manually turn the whole assembly to roll up the jib. So I'm not sure what's going on with that or what we'll do about it, but there's always got to be something on a boat. So we'll give you a look around the harbor. I'll try to talk through it. I'm not sure that'll work. It is a little windy. I don't know how well this camera, which is new, tolerates the wind. So looking out of the harbor, looking east, I think way in the far distance on the horizon would be Long Island and a couple other small islands here directly behind us. As you can tell, aside from the perhaps excessive wind, it's a lovely day. So swinging to the right over here would be south, and as you can see, Schooner Cove has no development on it at all. A little shingly beach up there at the end. We're probably looking about west now. And then north. And back to the east. Well, the afternoon is dragging on, and it occurs to me it's time to show you the chart. So here is a Seal Cove, where we spent the night last night. And this morning, in strong winds, we picked up the anchor and motored up and out into Jericho Bay. And there was lots of wind and lots of waves, but we did manage to sail a bit. It wasn't pretty, but we did it, up to York Passage. At which point I decided this was too narrow. Even though the wind was favorable for this, I just didn't want to risk it. And besides, we had to turn a corner where the wind was not favorable. So I motored through here, and we were protected from the waves, fortunately. So things were calmer as we went through here and motored up and up to Casco Passage here north of Swans Island and south of Black Island. And we put out a little sail there and started coming east and came around this headland and sailing. Since we were no longer, we were kind of going downwind, at least to some extent. Things were much more pleasant. We put out very little sail. Actually, we came inside this area and down along the coast. And this was pretty close to downwind. We were doing wing on wing for a while just to do it. Didn't last very long. And around, and at this point we had thought that we might go all the way over to Marshall Island, but I discovered that my roller reefer was no longer functioning properly, and it was still, once I got out of the protection, the wind's northwest, so got a little out of protection of Swans Island. It seems still pretty, well, crazy actually. So between those two things, I decided that I would take the safe option, seemed safe to me, and come up here to Schooner Cove in Harbor Island. And it's Harbor Island because it helps form the Burnt Coat Harbor here on Swans Island. And I've never seen another boat in here, and it was very well protected from northwest winds. So that's where we dropped the anchor and spent a pleasant afternoon. So it's after dinner time now, and I thought after yesterday's weather that I would really appreciate sunny weather, but I'm waiting for the sun to go down. It's kind of brutal. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not wearing glasses because I've just recently had cataract surgery, and I guess maybe that's made me a little more sensitive to bright light. So the afternoon sun is really doing a number on my eyes. So I'm looking forward to sunset. And I think, well, that will do it for tonight, unless something exciting happens. Let's hope not.